So, let's get to our next tense now, which is the future perfect tense. So, first, let's get to the formulation of this tense. So, we have the first sentence, I will have played football. So, I is the subject, then we have will plus have, then we have the V3 form, which is the past participle form of the verb played plus object. So, you will have played football, he or she will have played football, we will have played football, and they will have played football. So, we are done with the formulation of our tense, and I guess it was quite simple enough. Now, let's look at its usage. So, this tense is used when an action will be completed in the future, either before a specific moment or before another action takes place. So, this sounds again kind of complicated to you now, but you need not worry. We just need one sentence to understand this better. She will have done her homework by the time we arrive. So, one trick here. We are talking about two actions in the future. So, let's just spot those two actions in the sentence. So, we are talking about her doing the homework, and then we are talking about we arrive. So, we already have two actions here in the future. So, which action will take place first? Well, there's a trick for that too, which is the action which will take place second, that will always be in the simple present tense. So, what is in the simple present tense here in this sentence? So, we have we arrive in the simple present tense, and hence it will be the second or the later action. And now we are left with the other action, which is she will have done her homework, which is the first action. So, I think we kind of understood this tense. But let us understand it perfectly with the help of our timeline. So, here we have a timeline ready for us. So, two actions. She will have done her homework, and then we arrive. So, we arrive here is our second action, and she will have done her homework here. So, that's it, students. So, we just need to keep two things in mind. That would be my suggestion. The first one is when we are talking about the future tense, we are talking about two actions in the future. And the trick to identify the second action is that it will always be in the, yes, simple present tense. See, you got it already. So, finally, we have our last tense, that is our future perfect continuous tense. Well, as always, I'm going to try to simplify this too for you. So, first, let's start with a formulation. So, the sentence that we are going to take is I will have been playing. So, the formulation is I is our subject plus will plus have been plus V1, which is our base verb plus ing. So, it's going to continue as I will have been playing, you will have been playing, he or she will have been playing, they will have been playing, we will have been playing. Now, we are done with our formulation. Let's look at its usage. So, let us first just read it. The action that will have started will have continued for some time and will still be in progress in future before another action takes place. I know that this sounds complicated, but trust me, it's going to be simplified for you now with the help of this sentence. She will have been doing her homework for several hours by the time we arrive. So here we are talking about an action that has already started. So in this case, the homework has already been started and she has been doing it for some time, that is for several hours, and still in progress. She is still doing it. That is interrupted by an action that takes place, that is we arrive. So let's look at this sentence on the timeline to understand it completely. So here, like in the future past tense, we are also talking about two actions in the future. Now, the trick is the same. The second or the later action will be in the simple present tense. Can you spot the second action in the simple present tense in this sentence? Take a few seconds. Yes, you're right. It is we arrive. So, this is the second action. So, coming back to our timeline, we are talking about two actions in the future. The first one is that of her doing the homework in the future. And since it's continued for some time, so it's an action in progress. And this is how we denote action in progress. So, she is doing her homework. And this is where we arrive. It goes on for several hours and the action will still continue. It is just interrupted by some other action, but it's a continuous action. So I just want to give you a final tip here. Well, since we have just learned about the future perfect continuous tense, I want you to know that students often get confused between this tense and the future perfect tense. So just keep these things in mind. Future perfect tense talks about two completed actions in the future, whereas future perfect continuous tense is talking about two actions in the future, but those actions are in progress. So you need to keep just one little thing in mind and there won't be any confusion for you anymore. And the other trick of ours is the second action or the later action is always going to be in the simple present tense. So, I guess we are done now with tenses and I hope you'll have learned a lot. And yes, more than you all, I am happy that we are done with this lengthy topic of tenses. So, we'll be meeting in our next session. Till then, stay safe.